Hello, beautiful people around the world, the Keep Coming family. I hope all of you are doing well, that you're taking care of yourself, and that nothing but the best is going on in all you beautiful people's life, man. Just here to spread love, because, hey, we're living in this new world. It's very evil, sick, and corrupt, man. For real. But I want to thank Samantha, who sent this request via email, and also sent me an amazing kind donation and has been supporting the channel for a while now. I love you, Samantha. But without further ado, let's crank this bad boy. We got Elon Musk exposing Biden and Obama, man. Y'all leave a like on today's video. Hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel. And let's crank this bad boy, man. Oh, man, he did it again.
As you know how Elon Musk has always been about bold revelations and audacious innovation. But this time, his biggest bombshell is an expose that aims to shed a glaring light on allegations of dark corruption surrounding two prominent figures, Joe Biden and Barack Obama. I know it's one thing to talk about exposing corruption, but what did Musk actually find? What exactly did he stumble upon that's causing such a stir? Here's a hint for you. It involves something that could potentially change the way we view politics and power. Let's reveal layer by layer. Republicans are saying that President Joe Biden and the Democrats are trying to hide a huge scandal. They're claiming that Biden used his power for his own gain through sketchy international deals involving his son, Hunter Biden. And guess what?
Hunter.
Recent information is making this whole thing a big deal. The House Oversight Committee, which is mostly made up of Republicans, started looking into Biden's banking activities. This could be the game changer we've been waiting for. They're accusing Biden of all sorts of things, like lying to the American people on purpose, using his position to make himself richer, and even using state resources to stop investigations into his actions. I mean, it's a lot to take in. Then Elon Musk has decided to dive into the mess. He got his hands on some secret Twitter files and shared them with two journalists, Matt Taibbi and Barry.
Elon and that Twitter, huh? Elon and that Twitter, he gonna dive right in.
Twice. They're totally on board with the Republicans and their claims against Twitter. Musk got everyone hyped up with a tweet that said, "This will be awesome," and then he gave Taibbi and Weiss a bunch of inside Twitter info. These Twitter files spilled the beans on some pretty messed up things Twitter was up to before Musk bought this company. One big thing they uncovered was how Twitter tried to hide an important article from the New York Post in 2020. The article was all about emails supposedly found on Hunter Biden's laptop. I mean, let's think about Elon for a sec. He is usually all about pushing boundaries, right? So just like he's been bold in electric cars and space exploration, he decided to be a truth seeker online too. The New York Post had this whole story about emails on Hunter Biden's laptop. They were saying that these emails had solid proof that Joe Biden, back when he was the vice president in 2015, used his power to help out a Ukrainian natural gas company called Burisma, where Hunter was working. The conservative side of the media went even further, calling it the laptop from hell, and claiming that it showed Joe Biden being all corrupt. Here's the thing, though. It's pretty clear that Hunter was trying to use his connections to make some serious money. I mean, Burisma was shelling out $50,000 a month to Hunter, and it wasn't because he was some Eastern European gas market genius. Nope, they wanted to get close to his dad, plain and simple. So, the big claim on the right side of things is that Joe Biden actually pushed the Ukrainian government to boot out their prosecutor general. And the reason? To keep Burisma out of legal hot water. It's like Joe used his political muscle to keep Hunter's employer safe from any kind of investigation. At first, Musk and Joe Biden seemed to get along pretty well. He liked how Biden was all about dealing with climate change. But then things took a turn when Biden left Musk out of a big meeting about electric cars. It's like Biden didn't want to include Musk in the conversation. This move raised eyebrows because, you know, they were getting along just fine before. Their differences became even more obvious during a recent press conference in which Biden kind of made fun of Musk's ideas about the economy, saying something like, "Good luck flying him to the moon."
Oh, man.
It's clear that they're not on the same page anymore. This clash of opinions is a big deal. Biden accidentally made Musk his opponent instead of a friend, and we're all left wondering why Biden changed his tune so drastically. This whole thing shows how complicated politics can be, especially when personal feelings come into play. Musk, known for his quirky personality, decided to switch sides in politics. He's throwing his support behind the Republican Party, at least for the next midterm elections. This move surprised a lot of people, considering him used to be all about the Democrats. He has a good reason for this switch. He thinks the current administration led by Biden is kind of ignoring him and his electric car company, Tesla, in favor of paying more attention to legacy automakers. General Motors CEO Mary Barra, standing next to Biden in January 2022, said the company wants to invest $7 billion into Michigan to further our EV manufacturing. Musk at the time responded to Barra and Biden's comments by tweeting, "Starts with a T, ends with an A,
Hey.
ESL in the middle." He further said, "It got to the point, hilariously, where no one in the administration was even allowed to say the word Tesla." The public outrage and media pressure about that statement forced him to admit that Tesla does in fact lead the EV industry. I wouldn't exactly call that praise. And honestly, it's a big deal because Musk has a huge voice and a lot of influence. He's got a loyal following that hangs on his every word and even gets tattoos of his name and the Tesla logo. Plus, when he tweets, the whole world pays attention. People might argue that Musk needs more rules and regulations, but it's important to remember that in the past, he supported Democrats. His entire business centers around saving the environment, after all. And let's not forget that he has this knack for getting people excited and dominating the news cycle with just a single tweet. It's like he's a one-man media machine. Now let's talk about Musk's next target, Barack Obama. Remember how Obama used to say his administration was all squeaky clean, no scandals? Well, guess what? There's a totally different side to that story. Musk even brought up a writer named Alex Newman who gave us a whole new perspective on this. So this Newman guy dug deep and found out about a bunch of corruption that went down during Obama's time in the White House. And the crazy thing is, the mainstream media either ignored them, downplayed them, or straight up hid them from us.
Like
you might
always.
have heard of a book called The Worst President in History, The Legacy of Barack Obama. Well, one of the authors, Matt Margolis, is making a strong case that Obama's administration was far from clean. He's saying that behind the scenes, there was lawlessness and some pretty harsh ways of doing things. Despite Obama's attempts to paint his presidency as all virtuous, Margolis is saying it's more like Chicago-style politics. You know, that means corruption, favoritism, and big corporations having a say. It's like Obama was trying to split the country in two and take down anyone who disagreed with him. Guided by the wisdom of Saul Alinsky, an American community activist and political theorist, people still can't quite agree on what to make of Obama's legacy. But hold up, because after Obama left the office, a fresh scandal emerged, and it's a biggie. This one's all about how the NSA, you know, that surveillance agency, was used to spy on political rivals. Talk about a serious breach of privacy and an abuse of power. And guess what? Elon Musk is also shining a spotlight on another issue, the green energy scam. It's something we shouldn't just brush off. Take Solyndra, for instance, a company that has been working in the solar system business. This whole solar power thing turned out to be a huge fraud and ended up costing taxpayers a whopping $500 million. Word has it that the Obama administration sent billions of taxpayer dollars to rich Democrats and Obama supporters. And guess what these guys did? They kicked some of that cash back into political campaigns. Now, if you dig into the Department of Energy's data, you'll see more than $20 billion of the funds meant for green energy ended up with people and groups tied to President Obama. Seriously, over 75% of that money found its way to them. This whole thing is raising eyebrows about fairness and whether this was all above board. It's like Elon Musk has cast a doubt-filled shadow on Barack Obama's once squeaky clean image. And let me tell you, that's a pretty big deal considering how much people loved the guy. So, guys, have all these alleged corruptions highlighted by Musk changed your perspective on power and politics? Or do you have a different take on this? Drop your ideas and thoughts in the comments.
Y'all comment away, man. Y'all tell me how I feel about that, man. Godly. Refreshing when the truth wins out over corruption. Anyone that had their hands in this corruption should be stripped of everything, be jailed, then left poor on the street of America. I love Elon. He seems to have a soul of sense of right and wrong. And y'all know what I believe. What's right is right, and what's wrong is wrong. Yes, indeed. Someone says, I stand with Elon. Prayers and safety to him and his family. The taxes they make us pay comes in the front door, and they hand it out the back door to their friends and family. Damn. Hardly breaking news. Anyone who is awake knew this a long time ago. Oh man, I love reading comments, man, because of y'all. I love it. I love it. Y'all let me know down below. God bless all of you and your families. Wishing the best in all you guys' life. Remember to spread love to one another, because you never know what somebody's going through in this evil, sick, corrupt world. You just never know. You never know. But hey, I love y'all, and I'll catch y'all in the next one, man. Peace and love, y'all.